But the best thing that's happened to me in my entire life, if I was honest, was I was waiting to get onto an airplane. I was flying from Seattle, Washington to Florida. And it's early in the morning. Everyone's grumpy, you know, people are in the morning. And I'm just, you know, waiting in line, all happy, right? And we're on that ramp that goes up to the airplane. And while we're waiting to get on the airplane, a bird walked by all of us, and then got onto the airplane. It was so funny. He just got on the airplane, and no one else thought it was funny. I'm laughing. It was so funny, and everyone just looking at me like, "Oh, what's he laughing?" It's a bird just boarded the plane. Why does no one else think it's funny? It was so frustrating. I thought it was hilarious. And I've got this problem where if I'm having a good time, I want everyone around me. I got a disease. You know, I'm trying to make everyone else think it's funny. So I was trying to make it funny. I was like, "Hey, that bird cut the line." And they're like, "Stop it. That's not funny." I was like, "Is he platinum?" They're like, "Knock it off." You know? I don't know. Maybe he's military. They're like, "That's still not funny." I was like, "All right." I loved it, man. It made me so happy. One, it made me happy because I love watching birds walk. I've always enjoyed that. It's just they're so smooth with the rhythm, you know? And they don't got arms or nothing, so it always looks like they got their hands in their pockets. Just kind of like... And it was very funny to see them board the plane. And so it's my turn to finally get on the plane, right? We board the plane. It's finally my turn. The second I got on the airplane, I start looking around for the bird, right? Trying to find my bird. I know he's on there somewhere. And I can't find him, so I assume they must have got him off there, you know? That's probably a part of it. That probably happens all the time. Flight attendants just get the bird out. So I was like, the bird's gone. So I put my headphones on, I go to sleep, right? And we take off. And we're in the air for about 45 minutes. 45 minutes into the flight, I wake up to pandemonium. The entire plane is losing their mind. Evidently, the bird didn't get off the plane. He was just hiding, and then 45 minutes into the flight, he's like, "Now's a good time to spaz." And he starts flying around the airplane. 200 people losing their shit, and me just smiling like, "Ooh, it's my bird." And it's a problem. It is a problem. There's not a lot of space for a bird to be going crazy. And you can't just open a window and shoosh it out. Right, we'll all die. So this bird's going crazy. He's touching people. He's close. People are yelling. I mean, it was panic. Everyone's panicking. Flight attendants are yelling at all the passengers. The passengers going, "It touched my hair!" And one guy goes, "It looked at me." That was my favorite. Looked at him. This one black guy was like, "There's a motherfucking bird on this motherfucking plane!" That didn't happen, but that would be amazing. I wish that would have happened. That would have made me so. I made that up, but it would have been best. So everyone's freaking out about this bird. Everyone's panicking about the bird. I'm very happy about it. It was so funny to me. Finally, this one dude, so smooth. This one dude, he stands up. He's had enough. He stands up. He takes his jacket off. And in like one swoop, the next time the bird comes around, he just swoops it and catches the bird. And we were like, "Oh, shit." We're like, "Is that Jason Statham? Like, is that?" We thought he'd be like, "Yeah, you know, like it wasn't. It's just a regular guy. But he catches the bird, he puts it in his jacket, and he brings it in back and puts it in that back area where the flight attendants gossip. And everyone calms down, right? Everyone calms down. Everyone goes back to their books or back to sleep or whatever. Everyone calmed down. We're in the air for hours more. We finally land in Florida, and the first thing they do is they go get the bird and the jacket. So they get the bird and the jacket, and they bring it up to the front, and they open the door, and the flight attendant opens the jacket, and the bird flies out. Right? And everyone cheered. Everyone's like, "Yay!" Which is so corny. It's like they're cheering. On the plane, those same people are like eating chicken, you know. Now you care about a pigeon or whatever. But the reason I'm sharing this story is because it says a lot about our attitudes as human beings, man. It was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I was so happy. You should have heard these people. Everyone's like, "This is ridiculous. Oh my God, I fly this airline all the time." It's like they didn't do it on purpose, dude. Right, lady? It's not like they were like, "Enjoy your flight," and they just bird, and then like they It was an accident, and it was hilarious, and it was an adventure. It was so fantastic. Why I like it, because I've asked myself, why did all those people get mad and forget about it, and I'm still holding on to this as the greatest thing that ever happened to me? And I think it's because, one, it was very fun and funny, but two, I think, how smart is that bird? Right, birds can fly. That's their most famous attribute. But it was like this one genius bird was like, I'm not doing that flight again this year. It's exhausting. I almost die every year. These people are already going south. I like to picture the bird at the airport looking at those monitors. Like, is Florida south? I can't read. I don't know how. Guys, this has been very, very fun, and I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.